Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Honorable President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, Professor Patrick Valkojian, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. I am pleased to join you today at the board meeting of the Global Center on Adaptation, GCA. GCA has already evolved as one of the major platforms to help people in combating the climate crisis through technology, planning and investment. I acknowledge GCA's contributions to the global efforts for adaptation with regional offices in South Asia, Africa and the Asia Pacific. I am confident that the momentum created through these regional offices will accelerate our collective efforts to promote locally led adaptation measures in all the climate vulnerable countries of the world. Bangladesh is indeed pleased to be able to do its part by hosting the regional office in Dhaka. I congratulate Honorable President of Kenya on his role as the global champion of the African Adaptation Acceleration Program, AAAP. We look forward to further discussions on how we can have meaningful cooperation and engagements with Africa through AAAP towards mutually reinforcing our work. Our High Commission in Nairobi can act as a conduit for facilitating such cooperation and engagements. Bangladesh has always been an active partner of GCA, and we are proud to be closely aligned with it along with the Climate Vulnerable Forum, the CVF. We are focusing on climate finance, resilient infrastructure, and empowering local communities in our activities within the ambit of GCA. Bangladesh is now considered a global hub for climate adaptation actions, in particular for locally led, mostly nature-based adaptation initiatives designed to prepare and protect our people and their livelihoods. We thank the government of the United Kingdom for providing the seed funding for GCA Dhaka office. Our work program in Bangladesh provides a platform for further funding and scaling up the impact of Dhaka office, not just across Bangladesh, but across the wider region. We need to consider using online tools in a more focused and effective manner to disseminate the relevant information among the target audience in our region. We hope that the GCA Local Adaptation Champions Awards, launched last week from Bangladesh, will spotlight and reward the most innovative and inspiring locally led adaptation efforts around the world. We are hopeful that the GCA's work program will be able to help carry forward many of the priorities and the programs identified as part of Bangladesh's recently concluded presidency of CBF. Our own Mujib Climate Prosperity Plan can serve as a model for other CBF members and stands to benefit from GCA's insights and expertise. We must build synergy among all our initiatives to press home our legitimate demand for additional financing for loss and damage. We need clear manifestation of renewed commitments to redress the plights of the climate vulnerable people in the lead up to COP27 in Egypt. The developed countries must fulfill their commitments for mobilizing $100 each year, with 50% of the funds to be earmarked for adaptation. A robust global partnership will be key to mobilizing and managing climate financing for adaptation. The international community must also acknowledge that there is a limit to adaptation, and countries like Bangladesh need to be compensated through other viable support measures like enhanced trade preferences and access to technologies. I would also like to flag that each year hundreds and thousands of people are uprooted from their sweet homes and traditional jobs due to global warming, river erosion and the like in Bangladesh. They are moving to cities and towns, creating slums. Bangladesh government is trying to help rehabilitate them, although it has no contribution to their misery. It is time for development partners to share the burden of their rehabilitation. In the backdrop of the ongoing pandemic and the armed conflict in Ukraine, the coming days will be critical for the GCA and its regional offices to live up to their expectations. We need to finalize our respective work programs with inputs from the regional stakeholders. GCA should leverage its optimum strength to promote access to life-saving climate technologies for vulnerable communities in a context-specific manner. As South Asia remains one of the worst sufferers of climate-led extreme events, I would request all to provide exceptional care and additional attention to this region. Bangladesh is always ready to support GCA in its regional and global overtures and initiatives. If we collaborate, learn and work together, we can all survive the climate emergency and even thrive in a changing world by turning the crisis into an opportunity. I thank you all. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu.